everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. I have found the most unique quilt store in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And I want to thank one of my viewers, Terry Bradford. She invited me to this store, and what a treat this has been so far. This is Cindy. She is the owner of the store, and her daughter, Carrie. And they are in here. Carrie is a new mom. Right? Yes. How old is the
4 months.
4 months? Little girl?
Little girl.
She's 4 months old and she's already back to work. Isn't that crazy? You told me this used to be a doctor's office.
It did.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And Cindy, when did you decide to make a doctor's office into a quilt store?
When I got retired, and we started planning in 2016.
In 2016. So what did you retire from?
Working for ConocoPhillips as a hydrogeologist.
A hydrogeologist. That means she studied water underground?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that's great. That's amazing. And you had always been dabbling in quilting? Yeah, and so you're like me. I retired, cybersecurity, real high stress job, and you're like, I just want to go play with fabric. Right?
There you go.
Yeah,
yep.
That's great. And did you get her started quilting early, or is that a recent thing?
I think her grandmother and some family friends and everybody around her got her started. I think she submitted her first quilt when she was 8 to the county fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, she did good.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. And it's really neat that the family love of quilting is carrying on, and so you know that this is great. So we are in what is called the color room, and when you first walk in the building, it's like any typical doctor's office. There is a big area that was the reception or waiting room, right? Now that has the long arm and the cutting tables and all kinds of stuff. But the exam rooms, or the doctor-patient rooms, are now all different little niches of fabric. And they call this the rainbow room. Can you guess why?
It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow. So what is in here are the solids, the blenders, the grunges, all of those things, right? And this is just so neat. So you can come in here and you can just wander around and stare. And what is your inventory of the entire store? Do you know?
I think last time we counted, we had somewhere around 3,000-ish bolts.
3,000-ish. From what I've seen, I bet you're a little more. Yeah, I bet they're a little bit more.
We like the ish word.
Yeah. Okay, great. Carrie, is this your full-time job besides being a mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your full-time job, so that's wonderful. Well, this is great. Cindy, you had told me that you've got customers you wanted to talk to.
Right.
So Carrie is going to walk us around the rest of the store while Cindy goes and provides the great customer service that they have here. I will put the information for this store, everything you need to know, below the video in the description box. And then if there are links that you guys need to know about that are watching on TV, I will put them up above here so that you can make a note, and that way you can check it out. Again, this is the Quilter's Hideaway in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And this is just so much fun. I'm so excited. Let's get started.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Have fun.
All right. Thank you. Okay, this is the Quilter's Hideaway in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Such a cute, and this used to be a doctor's office.
Hi, Becky. Come on in.
Well, hi.
Hey, how are you?
Great.
Awesome. Welcome to Quilter's Hideaway. Struggle.
So look, when I first walk in, you guys know I love my Villa Rosa designs, and they have a lot of the patterns.
We sure do.
You've got them all over. Oh, good.
We've got kind of our rulers and our patterns up together. That's kind of what you're seeing in the first couple racks here. We love our Jaybird patterns. You've got more Villa Rosa.
You have a ton of patterns.
We do.
You do.
So if you're looking for a project, we can help you out.
Rows and rows and racks and rows of patterns. Look at all of these. This is great. So, and then you have got the full complement of Aurifil.
Yes.
Very nice.
So love our Aurifil. This room we keep a lot of our newer fabrics in. So that's what you're going to kind of see as you mosey around.
This is gorgeous. What is this?
Isn't it gorgeous? Rifle Paper Company. That's some of their floral lines. And then you'll see some Riley Blake and some other just fun spring flowers. Over here you'll see the newer songbook collection by Moda, and then some low volume fabrics down below.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those are fun to come
always looking for some of those.
Yeah, that's great. So you've got some with a little bit of green in the background, and then tans and browns. Very nice. Yeah.
This is also a newer Moda line. It's called Smoke and Rust. It's great for like a manly quilt or just a gender neutral homey earthy quilt. There's some more rust fabric, and then lots of the grays and the creams up here.
It kind of has a Native American feel to it.
It really does.
Doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah, this is great. This looks like something I'd see out in Albuquerque with the mountains and all of that. That's great.
Isn't that fun?
And then soft baby girls.
Soft baby girls. So 3 sisters.
Yeah.
On the top, different cake recipes. More 3 sisters down below. Those are a few different years of their lines, but we love them. So we just put them all together. All right, moving this way, you'll kind of get into some Free Spirit and Tula Pink. So bright, fun colors here. Of course, Kaif.
Everybody puts Kaif and Tula together in the same shelving. I'm noticing all of the stores.
It's just all the bright colors. They work well together. Oh, more patterns we do. These are Amy Bradley designs.
I love Amy Bradley.
Love her applique work.
I do. Applique quilts are my very favorite.
Yes. I'll leave that to you.
Yeah.
I'm more about the piece
really?
Project. I am. So you have so much freedom with applique quilts.
Right.
But I'll just piece them. I'll let you guys applique.
Oh, look. So she's got a lot of different rotary cutters. Some of you had mentioned you wanted to buy new rotary cutters. So there's Olfas and the Olfa Splash, if you like that. The original Olfas. They've got the Quilter Select, which is pretty cool, and a Martelli. So you have got everything for everybody.
Lots of options.
There's a left-handed Martelli if you are interested in one of those. I've not seen that.
Really?
Yeah, so great. That's really great.
Absolutely.
And then embroiderers. Here are some curved scissors so you can get down in the hoop and trim away your applique. This is really nice. You've got heat-resistant pins. Those are new. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
She's got a full complement of all of the accessories. So she has these perfect scissors that are serrated, 2 different sizes of them, and they are perfect for the Laura Heine collage quilts.
Yes.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And then you have got some Tucker rulers. Yeah.
Kind of random.
Yeah.
Different rulers.
Creative grids.
Absolutely. Some fun like specialty rulers is what we normally call them.
Right.
The different project specific rulers.
Right.
On this side you'll get more into your typical creative grid look. So the log cabin trim tools, the flying geese trim tools, the 6.5 by 18.5 or 8.5 by 24.
Okay.
So lots of options there. And then over to the right, you'll see the squares and some Quilter Select rulers as well.
Okay, these giant ones are great if you are a t-shirt quilter.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this one is fine for like medium-sized t-shirts, small t-shirts, but this one here, the 16.5 square, is great if you have t-shirts, you want to make a t-shirt quilt, and you're using 2X or 3X shirts.
Yes.
That is probably the best one because you can get the entire back of the design off the back of the shirt or the front in one go. That's what I used to make a couple of t-shirt quilts. Yeah, they are handy when they're that, and they're difficult to find that big.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. And then you've got another one.
We've
down
got the
here.
20.5 even.
Wow.
Which is great for big block quilts or trying to trim up and square up quilts. We have a lot of customers who really like that 20.5 to finish out their quilt project.
Okay.
Quilt projects. So moving in, we've still got a couple of the Free Spirit kits. So the Mad Hatter Tea Party, the Daybreak, and then some of the Mad Hatter fabric as well down below with the bright colors again. So super fun. Sunshine just came in. It's a great blue and yellow line. I love the springtime feel. And then down below is a Figo line, kind of forest animals and such.
So my viewers that are up there, you got mountain folks in the mountains and in the woods. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. At the lake.
Isn't that fun?
Yep. Couple of those. Real nice.
All right, last thing in this room that I want to show you guys is our patriotic fabric. So if we move this way, we've got a whole line or a whole set of patriotic fabric. We love doing patriotic quilts. We have a patriotic challenge that we put on annually now with a group called Heartland Quilters in Barnstall. Last year, so the challenge is you take a panel, we choose the panel every year, and you design your own quilt. You're in charge of the quilt top, and then the organization quilts and binds the quilts. We display them every November for Veterans Day.
Nice.
And at the end, they're all donated to the Vet Center. Last year we had 55 quilters participate, so 55 quilts were hung at our community center, and it was spectacular. So this is our panel for this year's challenge, and a lot of our patriotic fabric that we pull up for it as well.
That is so nice. Let me ask you this question. If any viewer wanted to submit a patriotic quilt or a top to you, would you accept it?
Absolutely, we would. So our cutoff date for this specific challenge is September 15th, but Heartland Quilters is always looking for patriotic quilts to donate.
Cool, that's great.
Absolutely.
And we've got a little bit left here from fall.
Yes.
We've got pumpkins, lots of oranges. Very nice.
So cute.
Okay.
All right. So we told you this was a doctor's office.
Right.
This was the waiting room, but now we're going to go ahead and move to kind of the exam room.
You're not going to take my weight, are you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, great. Okay.
You might see the hole in the floor where the scale used to be, but we won't take your weight. Come on this way. We'll show you more.
She was so funny when I first got here. She said, if you get lost, yell Marco Polo.
It works. It works.
Yep.
All right. So you'll see some car decals on the wall.
I don't see one for Power Tools with Thread.
There's a spot for it.
Oh.
We'll have to make that happen.
Oh, yeah, because I have Fiberflies decals.
Awesome.
Yes, I do.
We will make that work. All right,
Perfect.
so the hallway is even full of fabric. So not only we've got 6 rooms down the hall full, we move to the hallway. So the hallway is going to be your color wall, your typical color wall with all the different patterns. So these are purples and blues. The quilt hanging on the wall is called Zigzag.
Very pretty.
But absolutely.
This is such a simple quilt.
Yes.
Yes.
Great for a jelly roll project.
Right. That's great. So look how simple that is, you guys. Those of you that are new quilters.
Straight seams.
Straight seams. Yeah, I love it. No bias.
Not at all.
Not at all. Do you carry the pattern for
We
this?
do. We
You
do.
do. Okay,
Yes.
great. And this is called what?
Zigzag.
Zigzag. All right. So if you
Zigzag.
guys want to try that, Zigzag
There
is the
you
pattern.
go. All right, this room is our flannels and our double gauze room. So if you look around, you'll see fat quarters. There's our double gauze right along the wall there. So great for baby quilts, clothing. You'll see boy and girl, gender neutral options. Then we get into some of the flannels. So more of the kid flannels, some solids as well. Fat quarters are in here. We'll cut fat quarters of anything on our website as well. There's a little note that says, let us know in the note section. So if you see anything and you want a fat quarter, we can make that happen.
Great idea. Use
So
flannel
fun.
and that gauze for jammy
that
pants.
cute?
Yes.
Love it.
Too cute. And so easy to make.
Absolutely.
They are so-
Great throw together project,
Yep.
especially at Christmas time. All right, you'll get into some of the Laura Heine and a little bit more of the applique projects in here as well. Also, Meg's and Me projects are in here. Let's see, you got Abilene, When Pigs Fly, or Aviatrix.
I love it.
So cute.
You have a lot of her patterns.
We do.
Yeah.
We've done a couple group sew-alongs with them as well. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So your group sew-alongs, are you doing those just in store, or do you do them online, or how do you do
we
that?
actually do, if we call it our sew-along, we're going to do it online. So it's a private Facebook group. Our next one coming up is the Jaybird Cinnamon Bun pattern, where if you grab your fabric, you have to prove to us that you have the pattern before we let you in the group, and then we'll work on it together. So that sew along is a 4-week sew along. We break the quilt up into 4 weeks, and every week we work on it a little bit at a time.
Awesome.
If you can't watch it on that Saturday, if you can't watch the video live, you can always go back and watch it later. So they're all saved and posted.
How do they sign up for those kinds of things?
You can send us an email, quiltershideaway@gmail.com, or send us a Facebook message.
Awesome.
Lots of options. You
Cool.
bet. All right, so moving back in the hallway, these are all of our blues. We're kind of moving through to our blues, and they're on both sides of the wall. There's this is a panel available at the shop.
That is a great idea for that panel.
Isn't it?
Yes. So this is
one panel.
One panel that was cut into 4 pieces.
It's actually one panel. It's a cheater panel.
Oh, it's a cheater panel.
So it is, but you could definitely cut any panel into 4 and kind of shadow box it like that.
Right,
Great ideas. All right, then we get into kind of the lighter blues on that side with a few irons. This quilt hanging on the wall, we talked about how Mom and I had sewn for forever. This was her very first quilt. And so it's
nice.
hand quilted and everything. But
it is hand quilted. That is
it
wonderful.
is
So you worked on this quilt as a young...
I did not. This was her very first quilt.
Oh, this was her first quilt.
So,
okay.
yes.
Very nice. So pretty.
All right, this is the next room. So this is our holiday room. So you'll see Christmas fabric, fall fabric. You'll see quite a bit of fairy frost as well. It has another big wall like our color room or our rainbow room has. So lots of fun. There's some cutting mats. Great Bunny Hill design patterns at the top there. Kind of working into that applique stuff.
That you don't like.
That I don't love. I have made the center pattern though, so I feel like I can say that. There's a bunch of our fairy frost, lots of different color options.
That is so pretty. I've never seen this.
Really?
Look at the sheen on that. It's called,
and it's smooth. It's called fairy frost.
Fairy frost. Who makes this?
Michael Miller.
Wow, that is gorgeous. That needs to be purses.
Right, and there's...
Wow. I love it. All right, Becky, we've seen that. Move on. I'm focusing on the fairy frost.
When you find something you like.
I know.
I love it. So you'll see lots of different Christmas. You'll see traditional and then some more fun and funky. It works pretty well. My mom is very traditional, so you'll see kind of her likings come out, and then I like more of the fun and funky, so that gets to come out as well.
That's cool. Yeah, I am a traditional whimsical quilter.
I love it. That works.
That's me. Yes.
That works.
So that's totally my my jam.
Yes. So moving in, there's some fun Halloween fabric.
This is that glow in the dark.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But I love it.
And then you have lots of Pellon fusibles.
Lots of Pellon. We have a t-shirt quilt class that we always sell out really fast in. So it's one of our hot classes and it's coming up.
Are all of your classes listed on your website?
They are. They are. So we offer lots of classes. Right now we're keeping the classes fairly small for the in-person options, but we put them on the website. You can sign up for them through the website, grab your spot. They do go pretty quick, but we try really hard to offer the class multiple times.
Okay. And then what about people who don't live here? Are you going to you're going to start?
So, that's where we pulled in the sew along option. And right now that's kind of what we're focusing on. We might try to move a little bit more into online classes or virtual classes again. We did a little bit of that last year and then found that everybody loved the sew along option where we work on the same quilt together for 4 weeks.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
All right, back in the hallway, you've got a little bit more blue. And then we lead into the novelty room, which is probably my favorite room. It's the kid room or the novelty room. We have our batiks in here as well. So there's some fun patterns on the wall.
That's cool. Yes, so cute.
And then you get into some cactus or succulent fabric, bright fun cars. There's our succulents, bright fun cars, some white with fun colors.
I just love juvenile fabrics. They're my favorite. Because I guess because I'm a kid at heart. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. There you go. So many options. There's quite a bit of reproduction. There's a fun quilt made out of that Savannah fabric.
This is it Savannah or Gingerbur?
Oh, it might be Gingerbur.
I think it's
you're
Gingerbur,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
And look, Villa Rosa Designs did a pattern for that, and this
That
came
exact
out.
quilt.
Yeah, that pattern came out a couple of, I think, month before last in her monthly thing. Yeah,
pretty recently.
But I really like. I've not seen the quilt in person, and I love it.
Isn't it cute?
It is.
We do have those panels and that fabric, a little bit of that fabric left as well.
Okay, great. So if you want to make this, if you got this as part of the cards that were sent out, and you want to make it, they have a kit for that with. You have a kit, you said, yes?
We have the panels and the fabric.
Okay.
We could kit it up or help with them.
You can kit it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Perfect. So for your budding chemists.
Yes.
Right there. That is so cool. That is a great quilt for a chemist heading off to college.
Yes, absolutely.
That would look great on the bed, wouldn't it?
So fun.
I love this. Look at that. Trucking.
Fun truck.
That is cool.
So then we move into our boutique wall. So all of our different boutiques. We have done a few shop hops that have exclusive boutiques. So some of them on our website you won't be able to find unless that shop participated in the actual shop hop that we did. You'll also notice that we have a lot of science fabric. Both my mom and I have a science background, and so anytime a rep shows science fabric, we scoop it up pretty quickly.
That's great.
So
that's a great idea. Yeah. Hey, you musicians out there, we've got some strings and woodwinds on there. That is so cool. And all of these music fabrics. So you have a good complement of that. That's really neat looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baseballs. Love
Footballs,
this. Sharks. There's those sharks. Yep. Oh,
so,
okay.
Lots
What
of
is
fun
this stuff? I forget. Free Spirit. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there's some of that Free Spirit.
Those bright, funky colors.
Yes. Like a kaleidoscope almost.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Pretty cool. Absolutely.
Oh, is that one of those quilts that uses the
grid work?
Grid work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am hearing so much about that. I need to.
I love it.
Yeah. I need to get into that and play with it. And then she's got a whole bunch of Wild and Free. Yep.
Just cute.
With the lions. I hadn't seen those. Oh,
They're so precious.
Oh, that's added in there.
Yes, that's an added one.
What is this? This is cute. What do we got?
Aren't those fun? So that is a Riley Blake quilt kit. So it has all of the sewing machines and scissors.
That is so cool. Some 9 patches, how to put them together.
Yes.
Neat. Lead on.
All right, come on this way. So again, in the hallway, we work through blues and greens. We've got some flat folds and fat quarters up above, pre-cuts. On this side, we've got this dino quilt. We still have the fabric for it, and it is adorable.
It is.
It is such a cute quilt. Sometimes it's hard to find boy stuff. This could work for a girl or a boy for sure.
Right.
But sometimes we get really girly and we forget about those boys. All right, this is what we call our neutrals room. So anytime you need a background fabric or just a pop of black or tan or gray, this is the room you want to come to. So you'll see lots of grays and tans. Like I said, it's the neutrals room.
So if you've furnished your house in IKEA, this is your spot.
It is. The IKEA trips we've made have been a little crazy. Yeah. So then we get into some Route 66 fabric. Western and Kansas troubles are also in this room.
Okay, so there's your route.
So there's our Route 66, kind of the old cars. Moving into Western fabric, ropes and horses, horseshoes. So many options.
You have a little bit for everybody.
We do. We've got a little lake life down in that corner, and then Kansas troubles, of course.
Very nice.
So Back in the hallway, working through green and yellow. So kind of the brighter greens on that side, a little bit of clearance in that corner.
You've got a Halloween panel.
We do.
On clearance.
Lots of yellows and bumblebees. On this side we have all of our panels. So they're all on our website as well, but they're out to see, and then down below you can always grab the packaged one. Lots of options, anything from, let's see, aliens here. There's some Christmas, sweet
so you have
houses.
about 100 of them. I see 90,
Yes.
yeah, 97,
Yeah, about
98.
100.
Wow.
And then we have our AccuQuilt. This is for customers to use or anybody in the area. They can cut. We have tons of strip dies, squares, lots of options. Great for in our classes. People can run back and make their cuts. We always say they have to learn how to cut the right way first, and then we allow them to use the AccuQuilt. But it's out for everybody to use.
That's great. Really nice.
All right, and then the good room, or the rainbow room, right in here. So this is where we have anything that's really tone on tone. So solids, grunge, dry brush, Lori Holt's shabby is in here as well. So tons of options there. So down below is all of her shabby. And then you feed into grunges. But almost all the colors, but not quite.
You got quite a bit, yes.
And then you work kind of all the colors and then down into white on whites and more of your solids.
Tons of white on whites, all different shades.
Yeah, white on white, cream on cream, lots of options. If you can't find the color, occasionally it happens, but
right.
Typically it's in here.
Typically
it's in here.
Very nice.
So fun. All right, then we come out. This is our clearance corner, so everything on the wire racks are our clearance. We're always putting new fabric out, switching it around. So fun.
So much.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and then we work down the last hallway. So our oranges, our corals, our reds. So many options.
Wow.
All right, so we pretty much made a circle. This is the middle room that we've been walking around. This is gonna be the wide back room. So 108 inches for the wide backs, and also a bunch of the Shannon or the Minky Cuddle fabric.
Okay.
So the really soft stuff. So that first U that you're looking at are all wide backs.
Wow.
And then
you have a huge selection.
We do. We offer long arm quilting. So we have a lot of quilts that come in needing a back, and so that's a great way to
look at that. Is sparkly.
Isn't that gorgeous? We just got that in and quilted it up, and it did great.
Really?
Yes.
That is so cool. That would look awesome on the back of a patriotic quilt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then this is more Shannon or Minky. I love backing a quilt in this stuff. It's so yummy.
And cuddle, lots and lots. Very nice. Lots of selection of colors.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so right behind you is our classroom. We do have quite a few ladies sewing in there today.
Every shade of red you could imagine.
Absolutely.
And we're back out.
And then you finished the circle.
Awesome.
So you'll see the long arm over here. We actually have two long arms, an APQS Millennium, and then in another room we have a regalia, so a baby lock regalia, so a slightly smaller machine. We offer long arming for customers. People send in their quilt tops occasionally, so lots of fun there.
Cool. Yeah. So you do edge to edge pantographs.
Edge to edge, yes.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. And more clearance fabric.
Yes.
Everything that has blue is, I heard, $5 a yard. Yeah, that's a deal.
$5 a yard.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
absolutely.
So, and if you're good, you get a lollipop at the doctor's office, right?
Hey, always, always. Lollipop, we could probably find a sticker.
This is so neat. Oh, what a great idea with that jelly roll. That is very cool. That is so cute. I love that colorway.
Yes.
Very neat. Awesome. Okay. Well, Carrie, this has been a lot of fun.
Hey,
what
thanks.
a treat. Thank you so much for taking me around.
Well, thanks for coming in. We had a great time.
All right, you guys.
Go sew something!